Why is my mic activated?
Look.
Oh, it's been doing that to all of us, dude. It's doing it to all of us. It's saying
dude. I was wondering that yesterday.
Is Discord just
I think
shitting
it's
the bed
Discord.
this night?
I think the crisp
Can you
like
guys
noise
hear me right
suppression.
now?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no activation ring for me at all.
Yeah. No, I did. It did the same thing.
It chooses when to show up and then go away.
No,
I don't know.
like,
I don't.
No,
okay,
because
well, I'm ready.
D&D last night, every time, like, I just roll into like my dice tower, like on our D&D sessions, like all the time, and it makes no noise. All of a sudden, it's been making noise, like it's voice acting. I'm like, I literally changed no settings.
Yeah,
I've literally changed absolutely zero.
It's doing it to all of us.
Discord's being weird, man.
Discord's
dude,
Kanye.
Everything's
right
being
Discord's
weird.
Kanye.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, true. Everything is weird right now.
Mr.
Everything's
West,
being weird,
Mr.
but
West.
Fly the rafters, fill the beers, and towards the season. Ride the waves, ride the road, the pirates like for me. Oh, it's our beers, and then we choose a line to come. The Shipwreck Show, AG is number one.
hello, everyone, and welcome if you are new. Welcome back if you are not to the Shipwreck Show. I am your host. It's Xander, aka your friendly neighborhood emo dad, because I was once mistaken for an extra in the Twilight movies. True story.
That's a lie.
Love that for you.
Joining me today on episode 202, we have our curator of smooth beats. It is DJ Simfix. What's going on, man?
You know, just chilling, man.
Yeah, how's that ice storm treating you?
There's still no snow outside, so
Nothing. You guys got straight up rain, right?
not even rain, dude. It just got cold.
Nothing.
It's just cold. It's
It just got
cold,
cold.
Oh,
He's
nothing,
like, no, it
bro.
just got
Literally
cold.
just got colder.
Damn, dude.
Chilly little breeze.
Oh man, we didn't get any snow up until like this morning. Like this morning, I woke up and it was like nice dusting and stuff like that. But before that, like everyone's like prepping for this ice storm, the snowstorm coming through. But it's just downpour, like just freezing cold rain and everything. And I remember we went over to this local arcade. And there's a group of dads, because I was taking the food out to the car. There's a group of dads just standing underneath the little overpass here, just waiting for it to let up. And I was just like, these guys they're just gonna be waiting here forever. So I just went. And then as I'm walking back, the dads just booked it. They're running. They're like, oh my god, And I'm like, I didn't expect it to be monsoon season, huh? And then I realized, wow, I am such a dad.
Yeah, that
Anyway.
that checks out for you.
Anyway, joining us tonight, the other dad in the room, it is the Ocean Shrine Ernell Pearson. What's going on, man? How's it dadding?
It's dadding, brother. My kiddo's got some stuff going on right now, but hopefully we'll get that taken care of. But she's having headaches. She's having like headaches in the back of her head when she wakes up in the morning. And it's like a like migraine with aura type sort of ordeal. It's not every day, but like sometimes it's happening, and we're kind of like that's
Consistent enough to where it's like
consistent enough
concerning.
that it's sus. So we're kind of like trying to like keep an eye on her and stuff. So, but today, along with that, I was able to carve out some time to watch the newest episode of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the new Game of Thrones spin-off show. That show's really good so far. Only 2 episodes.
How's that? I've been seeing a lot of memes.
It's really good. It's pretty much a comedic version of A Knight's Tale.
Wait, isn't A Knight's Tale already kind of comedic?
It's like a funnier.
What do you mean, kind of?
It's like a funnier Knight's Tale. Like it's like, because like Heath Ledger's Knight's Tale is like this crazy epic, but like this has like straight up like comedic beats that they like do like on purpose in that kind of way. Like there's
So it's Game of Thrones the comedy.
So yeah, it's a loose comedy in the Game of Thrones world. So the first episode has a part where like the story's about the squire for a hedge knight, and for those of you that don't know, a hedge knight is like a Ronin knight. They travel, they get paid, they do their thing. They're a knight that does not have a master, and the squire's knight dies, and so now, but he was dubbed a knight by this knight upon his passing. So now he's like, all right, I'm a hedge knight. I don't know what the fuck to do. Right. And so he buries his knight guy, has his like sword and shield. And he's like, I'm going to be the greatest champion that the Seven Kingdoms could ever have. And the Game of Thrones theme song starts like kicking in, like dun 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 dun, and it's like a slow build, and he's doing this epic like sword holding thing, and it hard cuts the scene to a scene of him shitting on a tree. and it's just like it's so creative, the humor that's in this show. The second episode opens with like a flashback of like the hedge knight he was like working for after he just got done like banging a chick, and it's him like walking outside of a cabin and just like pissing outside, and it's like his whole cock is out. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. The show's like so fucking goofy, but it's good. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Okay.
It's a nice break from all the nightmare shit that's going on the real world. So I'm all right with any kind of loose humor that's coming my way right now.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Ernell likes it loose. Lastly, but surely not. Anyway, joining us, someone I have always considered and Spotify considers to be my music soulmate. It is Garrick Bartholomew Eaton. What's going on, man?
It's Monday.
It is.
It is Monday.
It is Monday.
It's been a Monday. I lost you there for a second. We were chatting for a second this morning, and then he just like flat out just disappeared.
Dude, my fucking calendar is so slammed at work right now. It's so
that's why I assumed.
slammed at work. Like literally, like 8:30 rolls around, like 9:30 rolls around, and I'm gone for the day.
Jeez. Well, did you have any moment of rest and relaxation today? Any moment at all?
I mean, I just kind of got off work and just kind of fucked around watching TV. I wasn't even like watching anything in particular. Like I've been rewatching Thousand Year Blood War because I just kind of wanted to. And I'm on the last episode of the first season right now. That's literally what I was watching before we started. Like I was fucking literally just like sitting in my chair, just like I was literally doing nothing. I was doing nothing. I'm like sitting like I've got like one foot like over the armrest, and I got like the other like spread eagle off the chair, and I have like my phone like in one hand, but like I'm not really doing anything on it. It's just like in my hand, and I've got like the remote in the other, and I'm just like sitting there. And then like Ernell's like, "We got you tonight," and I'm like, "Oh, it's 8:15."
Yeah.
Oh shit! Dude, just doing a good old comfort watch.
Yeah, so that's
I love
what
that
did,
though. I love that though. That's
honestly, you're probably gonna go back to it.
Honestly, that's a solid way to end a Monday. But you guys are watching this on a Tuesday because this is the Shipwreck Show. Once a week.
I like that.
Calm down. Every week, various members of the Good Kraken crew gather together to discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas have thrown our way. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can submit questions and topics, get exclusive content, and have early access to all of our content before it goes live on podcast and video services. You can also support us by joining the GK community over on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below, then following and subscribing to get updates when new episodes go live. Everywhere. I don't even know if that does anything. Like,
where?
For the audio listeners, I'm wiggling my hands. I'm trying to conform the sound waves to make it modulate. Never mind. Anyway, before we get on to the rest of this episode, we have some captain's orders.
Do we?
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
We'll keep it brief. Because if you want to find all of this information out, you can go to goodkraken.com. That's where you're going to find all of our episodes, like Good Kraken's Death Ratio. Episode 91 is Multiplayer Gaming Ruined. Find out. Check it out. We also have 20,000 Films Under the Sea, which with the Return to Silent Hill review. For just go ahead and watch that. Just don't even watch the movie. Just watch the review. Okay.
Just
don't watch the movie. Watch the
save
review.
yourself some time.
Just
and watch
the fucking review, man.
That means the movie is good. Go see it.
Yeah, for sure. Dude.
And last but not least, with our captain's orders, we have Songs from the Abyss, our D&D action play. Session 27 is live now. Check it out. Gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
So the other day, I actually shared a link with DJ. I came across something on Spotify. I was just listening to, because I regularly go on random playlists or find out ways to just like listen to new music, and like just I like discovering new music. And there's this one song that came up that it had like kind of a good groove to it, but it was kind of repetitive. And I looked into the artist, and the artwork had a very distinct look to it. And I looked at the information on it. It was very vague, and everything about it screamed AI generated. And I looked into it. Apparently, there's a whole Reddit thread on this artist. I'm not going to name drop the artist because I don't want to inadvertently platform some AI ripoff artist.
Sure.
But if you're not an AI ripoff artist, maybe find a new design scheme or something. Long story short,
AI artist is a goddamn oxymoron.
It is.
Yeah. That's why I say rip-off artist. So I went down this rabbit hole looking into AI music, and I actually found out a lot of crazy data. There's actually so much AI music being pushed through these platforms and stuff like that. And there's actually a statement here from Spotify. Where is it? I had it somewhere. Anyway, basically, there's nothing really telling them that they can't put AI music on there. So there is a study done through Deezer. I'm going to read you guys some details here that I found. So through this survey, they conducted a test with 3 tracks, one of which was an AI generated, fully AI generated song. Now through these tests, 97% of the people tested couldn't tell the difference between a fully AI generated song versus the fully human made song in the blind test. 80% of those tested agreed that 100% AI generated music should be clearly labeled to listeners. 73% of music streaming users would like to know if the music streaming service they're using is recommending 100% AI generated music. 52% of respondents feel that total AI generated songs should not be included in charts alongside human made songs in the main charts, which we saw, I believe, recently as recently as November of last year. There was a song that hit like top of the Spotify charts, and come to find out it was an AI band. And this is another nice one. I wish this number was higher, but 69% believe that the payouts for 100% AI generated music should be lower than for human made music. I'm like, I feel like that should be a higher number. 69% of people think that, but I thought that was just an interesting little study that was done. But I actually had some questions about AI music that I wanted to bring to you guys, because I know we are all musically inclined in some way, shape, or form, whether we are avid consumers of it or avid creators of it. And what I wanted to start off with here is, do you guys think we lose something important when music becomes just another thing that can be mass produced by an algorithm?
Yes.
I think that can be said about any art form, any medium
Mhm.
that AI has the potential to mimic, not replicate, mimic. It is mimicking an art form based off of human understanding. It is not an art form of itself. It can never be.
Yeah, I think the tough part about this is kind of where you were going with mentioning that so many people can't tell the difference between AI music and real music. Like a majority of people, it's hard because coming out of the art world, we have been facing the fallout of AI art for a little bit longer than AI music has been suffering from. And it's hard because in AI art, it is a little bit more, it's quite a bit more recognizable. You can tell with your eyes when you see something that is just this mishmash of bullshit, because there are things that like we visually see that are supposed to make sense a certain way. And this is what people go to art school for, is to understand how we as human beings perceive visually things in order to create art forms, art styles, art mediums, if you will. And music is one of these things that like there's only music is so limited but also so broad at the exact same time. And it's that like there's only so many sounds that can be made, and there's also a whole plethora of sounds out there that we know of. So when
Mhm.
AI's capability to mishmash sound together and mimic what we hear, the first main issue is that humans have a certain type of sound that we enjoy, that we like, that we are comfortable with. So when we hear that thing, we're like, oh yeah, that's actually kind of nice. So like a lot of the reason why people can't differentiate between an AI artist, quote unquote, versus a real life one is because a lot of times it's just humans with music. They're not, most humans, I would argue, are not musically inclined. They're not musicians. So they don't know what to look for in terms of like what is present that doesn't make sense, right? Like there's some things like a drummer, for example, can easily pick out an AI song because they can hear things that it's like, no, that doesn't make sense because you can't physically do that on a drum kit. It's impossible for you to hit two kicks and your hi-hat and the hi-hat open at the exact same time because you only have two fucking legs. You know what I mean? So like that, like they can hear those things. But to the untrained ear, to someone who's not a musician, of course, they're not going to be pinpoint that out. But those are also the people that determine what music is popular and not. Those are the people that do. And so like when like being an artist in the music world, I've had experience teaching younger upcoming bands like how to go about things in a more professional manner. One of the first things I always talk about is like, you're not writing for you if you want success. You're writing for the audience and what they want to hear. And that is because you are trying to get them to like your music. That's the entire point. If you don't want listeners, then like write in your fucking bedroom and don't ever release music. You know what I mean? Like that's the entire point. But people can't tell these differences because one, they're not really trained. And two, there's only so many different noises that people are going to like hear that to them sounds good. And so like, it's going to be super easy for like these AI machines, these algorithms, this bullshit to just come in and like put out slop because to these people, it's not slop. They hear it and they're like, oh, that actually sounds kind of nice. I kind of like how this sounds like Kellen Quinn over the top of Periphery, right? And that's all they fucking care about. Like that, oh, that sounds kind of cool because they can't hear out those mistakes. Whereas with like art, physical art that you look at, You can see those embellishments. You can see the issues right there in front of you, and that is a problem because it's uncanny. We're like, you don't have that with this. If the second that they heard any of those issues, they'd be like, oh yeah, no, I'm out. But they can't. And that is inherently an issue because this makes it so much easier for them to do this. So much easier. And it's fucking frightening. As a musician, as an artist, it's fucking frightening, dude. That's all I got. Go on.
Real quick, hold on recording. I guess Lydia's getting her hair done right now. Jackie's doing Lydia's hair, and I don't know if you can hear the screaming. I just want to go check because she has a sensitive scalp. So
Okay,
there's a lot of screaming.
That's fine. There you go. Go look real quick. Fucking daughter's just like screeching in there, like Evil Dead style. I don't hear her, but like that's just what I assume.
I heard like a little teeny tiny bit, but I didn't really.
Goes in there. She's a demon. She's been possessed. Like Jackie's fighting their daughter. Like. Oh man. I got new dice today.
Nice.
Yeah, I got some moss green moss in them. Not liquid, but
I've just got my 2 sets. I end up buying more dice for Warhammer than I do for D&D.
well, I mostly got it because I have another set, but most of my my room is when we do D&D stuff, my room is like pretty dark, and like these dice have a like dark brown print on the numbers, so you can't really like see them very well when it's dark. I hate it. Is your kid okay, Xander?
Yeah, it sounded like she was screaming in pain, but she was actually she was screaming in pain at first, but then she was screaming laughing because I guess they're rinsing the color out. It's like she's like laying in the sink because we have like a deep sink with a really good like spray hose.
Yeah.
And so she's laying down spraying the color out and stuff like that, but she has to spray it cold, and it's like tickling her head or something like that. And I was like explaining to them, I'm like, this entire time Ernell's talking and I'm hearing this, I'm muting myself. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for a natural break so I can let them know I gotta, because I'm like worried. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. It's all right. Okay, so yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Somebody else go.
Yeah, I was gonna move over to DJ. So we'll start from here. So DJ, what do you have to say about this? Do you think we lose something important when music becomes just another thing that can be mass produced?
I mean, we already kind of lose it, right? Like, music in and of itself is one of the things that it, for some reason or another, it's like inherent. It's like you grow up with it. Like something about us being human connects us to music, unless you are like deaf or something, or like you're a sociopath.
Yeah, there are some of those weird people. There are some of those weird people.
Yeah, I don't listen to music
I've
at
seen some
all.
weird
Like,
people
what?
that do not listen to music.
Yeah,
At
shit's
all?
weird to me as fuck.
Like, I feel like, you gotta have some type of disorder, if that's the case. Like, some pent-up trauma is stopping you from enjoying music, but I digress. I mean, we kind of already got that in terms of what is just pop, whatever the trend is at the time, you're gonna hear the same style of songs, because that's what's trending. I mean, there's a reason why when we look back at different years in music, you're like, oh shit, like What it was like the early 2010s. It was like or like near like the mid 20s, like 2015, 2016. Like you just heard mustard on a beat for like every pop song, every song.
Yeah.
And it had like the same fucking chords and shit like that. So, I mean, we're already at that point, and I think, you know, even in that realm, right? Like those songs still had like a base of yeah, like someone actually made this and they thought it was is hot enough to put on the charts. So, but with this AI shit, I think it's just like when you send me that link, I was listening to it like this feels soulless. Like this
Yeah,
like
that's
this feels
there was that
absolutely
part that like
soulless.
clicked in my brain. I was like, because I at first listen, I was like, okay, it's kind of a whatever. But then I was like, there's something lacking here. You know, I was just like, what is this? What is this missing? And it's missing the heart. And it's missing the soul of it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
uh,
like an I never thought I would have like an uncanny valley when it comes to music. Like
yeah.
that's what it felt like.
It was,
Um,
the best way to describe it for me is like either like your spidey sense tingling or like if you've ever watched That's So Raven when she gets a vision, she's like I'm like, wait a second, something's not right. Like man, it's weird. It's weird. Garrick, did you have anything else to say? It sounded like you had something to chime in with.
I mean, no, not really. It's just like one of those things where like it's. I agree mostly with wholeheartedly with DJ and Ernell. Like we do lose a portion of like what makes humans humans when we let an artificial intelligence generate music for us. I feel like we
Mhm.
lose what makes humans human when we let AI generate any form of art. Like I don't think this is a conversation exclusive to music.
Mhm.
Um, but there's a lot of indicators that make music a different uh, type of issue with AI. And it what the worst part about it is now that it's here, it's never ever going to go away. Like we're not going to suddenly like we're stuck with it now. And that's something that we have to adapt to as listeners and as musicians. Um and I think right now what's quote unquote interesting, and I mean interesting as in this is interesting in a scientific way,
The
friends. Like
philosophical way.
I don't
Yes.
care
Yeah.
about this, right? It is interesting in the sense that right now AI generated songs tend to fall into trends. They are not setting them. And I think we've set a really bad precedent when we flip that switch.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think
I
right
agree.
now we're in a place where there's still enough natural given talent and enough hardworking musicians. Because make no mistake, it does take both to engage fully in musicianship. It takes hard work and talent. Um, and as long as both of those things continue to exist, I think we'll still always get really good music. I don't think that AI generated music is going to become much more popular or prevalent than it currently is. I don't see it like sweeping the nation as like this is the next big thing. Um, because I do believe that there are enough of us as creatives to identify what is and isn't authentic in music, which I think is still a powerful like piece of control like we have in the artistry, like being able to recognize what is and isn't genuine, and what isn't made by our own hands, is something that is fantastic for us to be able to maintain. Like if we ever get to the point, or if AI ever gets to the point where like that line continues to get blurrier with music, we should become concerned for the fidelity and quality of all art. But AI music is effortless and talentless. It requires nothing of you. It uses millions and millions and millions and millions of examples. Like, you have to think about the capability of AI when it's generating music and what some AI engines have the capability to pull from. Because most of us as consumers and as listeners of music, we tend to hover around a certain space. Whether you're an Apple Music user, whether you are a Spotify listener, whether you do YouTube, whether you exist on SoundCloud. None of those platforms, they all release major music, but none of those platforms release the same kind of independent art. They all have different kinds of independent musicians that they cater to. SoundCloud being like the most prominent example of, like, you know, this is a space for a particular kind of artist. Looking at you, SoundCloud rappers. But like I'm saying, but like AI can tap into all of those sources without you ever even knowing. Like, you don't even know what its influence is, right? Like, it's nonsense to think that you can produce something quality on an art level and sell it and market it and have it be something innovative in any sort of real capacity and come off as real. You can't do it. You can't do it as an AI artist, right? Like, it's an impossibility. And I'm sorry to you folks at home who consider yourselves AI artists.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
You are tapping into centuries and centuries of dedication and hard work and spirituality, which is like a whole other part of music that we have not touched on at all. Which leads to a lot of music to being and sounding and feeling the way that it does, because I believe that music makes you feel as well as hear. And that's why I believe it's such a powerful medium. Beethoven is like the prime example of, you don't need to have the ear of the average person to be able to appreciate music on an artistic level. And anybody engaging in AI art, specifically the making of AI music, you've forgotten like all of the fundamentals of what makes music a human experience.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. We've touched on kind of like the qualities of music, whether it be genuine versus AI generated and stuff like that. With that being said, what are some qualities of music that you look for when looking for new music, discovering new music, and kind of like when you keeping in the back of your mind, making sure you're looking for something that is genuine. But genuinely speaking, what are you gravitating towards? What are you looking for when it comes to new music?
For me, I'd say it's a lot of the same qualities that I look for in finding artists or bands that I just generally like or don't like. A lot of that is, like Garrick said, sort of the way it makes me feel. I have a more particular need for music in a different direction because I'm a singer. So there's kind of a more personal necessity for me to have a very specific style of lyricism and vocal technique and vocal style that I am looking for from an artist or a band. And that is very dependent on like what genre it is too. I am actually a metal vocalist that doesn't really listen to a whole lot of metal music. Personally, most of my flavor is actually outside of the metal genre that I enjoy. Not to say that I don't like any metal bands, because I do. I love a ton of metal bands, but a lot of my personal taste is in like R&B music or reggae, or even just like old school blues, things like that I like grew up on. And so when I listen to like AI, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. The first thing I look at is the lyrics, because the lyrics for me, I can be like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Right. Or B, I can say like, wow, that sounds like a 14-year-old wrote that. You know what I mean? Like there's like a level of like, and this is the part that like makes it a little bit easier for me to kind of like wade these waters, because I hate a very specific type of lyrical content that I call the journal style, which is like when you write the lyrics of a song sound like they're just yelling out pages like from their journal. Like there's no like
it's like they just put a bunch of words into stanzas and they're like, this is a song, and you're like, no, this is a poorly written poem.
Like there's no flow, there's no like rhyming, there's no sort of like pace for how the syllables land. Like they don't match anywhere. They just kind of like threw it on there and was like, cool, the instruments sound dope. And I need more than that. I need a like creativity, and AI hasn't gotten that yet. They like, you can see like all these like TikTok AI band lyric videos that pop up, and they like show the lyrics bouncing on the screen with like some dude in the background like putting a shovel in the ground, and then there's like the Grim Reaper, and there's like a dragon flying in the sky, and it's like, Dad, how could you wash me last night? And you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, like the lyricism has like no fucking connotation to it, or it's just like the lamest fucking cliche bullshit on the planet, and you can just feel how empty and hollow it is, especially as a lyricist. Like, I've written songs about like wanting to die, and I see these AI songs come out with lyrics about like being broken up with, and it's like the most 13-year-old breakup lyricism.
Tell me you've never experienced this actually in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
it rings false.
It does, and you can tell.
It does.
Yeah, man.
Gentlemen, you guys have any other qualities that kind of stand out to you when you guys are listening to new music?
I think a lot of mine are very similar to Ernell's. I think like the first thing that always comes to mind for me is like lyrical content, like first and foremost. I don't necessarily have to relate to the song, but I want to be able to resonate with it, if that makes sense. If that like that differential makes sense. Like I want it to provoke something in me, even if it's an experience I might not have personally felt, right? Like I want you to translate your experience through your song into me. That's what I look for in music. Like I want that transference of, this is going to sound fucking super tacky, but it's like that transference of energy. Like I feel that in like me. Like I'm a Frisian music sort of guy. Like I definitely am like the person that will get like goosebumps all up and down my whole body when I hear like
I've had songs
a lyrical
that literally
line.
made me sob.
Yeah.
Like straight up
absolutely
full instrumental. like a full instrumental.
But say sometimes there's not words. Like it's like it will be like a certain note at the end of a certain at the end of a certain line, or the way a particular like line is delivered. Which leads me to like my personal next point is like delivery is very big to me in music. And delivery is something that AI cannot replicate. Just fucking period. It can't do it. There is a grit that can come from like the ache in the human soul that can only be translated through the medium that is your vocal cords. Like I firmly believe that like the vibrations that you as the person are creating when you are making that song, like it's part of it. And in your ability to deliver that song in a particular way, because so many musicians can hit the note, right? Anybody who's gotten any choir practice, right? Any dumb ass who spent every Sunday in a pew at church can carry a tune in a bucket, right? But to be able to deliver a line in a way that like I want the one that comes to mind like off the top of my dome that like I find to be a very powerful delivery that just off of in recent memory is even in Arcadia the title track, like there is like an isolated vocal portion where he says, "Have you waited long?" But it's the way he fucking delivers that shit. It like you ache. You're like, God damn, who hurt you? Like who did that to you to make you want to say that way? And like that's the sort of like I look for those sorts of things in my music when I'm like to draw me in.
If you don't mind me kind of interceding before we go to DJ, to double down on Garrick's point, this is gonna sound so fucking stupid fanboy of me, but Sleep Token, right? For example,
they got the sauce, bro.
They got the sauce, dude, and you just can't.
They do
beat that.
They
sauce.
do.
When I first listened to the Sundowning album, I told you guys this before. I like put a blanket over my eyes. Did over ear like surround sound headphones. I hit play from the first song and I just let myself get lost in this journey that was that album from front to back. But there's one song of that album called "Say That You Will," and that was the one that like brought me to tears because they're in the chorus. He all he says is, "Won't you say that you will?" And the way he sings it in that chorus is just the most like heart-wrenching fucking third person experience fucking ever, because you're just like, oh, say what, dude? Like, it's just
honestly, we could easily just have like the three of us and maybe even Geo do like the side episode all on Sleep Token and their impact on us. I feel
but
like
the thing is though, is there's so many other good examples of delivery that makes music what it is. Like I would argue that like right now, super popular. I would like they're up and coming. Hot Mulligan would be boring as fuck without their vocalist, dude. Yeah. His delivery is everything, man.
Oh yeah.
If you were to sing with a beautiful, pretty voice, heads on a pike, plain and vacant tonight, you would think you were a pretentious prick.
Dude, a good example that DJ could probably like connect to an extent here is Joji. Joji is a pure example of somebody that like you read those lyrics on paper, you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? But then like you hear it and like someone hurt this dude. Someone hurt Joji.
Like, oh my god. You're like, he's about to cry in this fucking song.
Like I don't know if it was back in his like YouTube days, but someone fucked with him. really
Dude,
hard. And
there is some fucking comment in a YouTube section on a pink guy video deep in the internet somewhere
yeah.
that fucking scarred him for
it
life.
got him, dude. It got him. It got him, brother.
Oh my god, yeah. So DJ, let's hear you weigh in on this a little bit. Let's hear what are the qualities in music that you are actively looking for, and what are some red flags for you?
I honestly, I don't know. Like, it just if it sounds good, it sounds good. If it doesn't, it fucking doesn't.
He's feeling the vibes,
Um,
dude.
It's vibes, dude. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's just
All
it's
vibes.
just vibes.
So if you come across a song that is like, yo, this song rips, and you find out it's 100% AI generated, what is your reaction?
I want to. I'm gonna entertain the hypothetical just because, you know,
Sure.
because I'm like, you know,
Sure.
but I will always be able to tell. I'll always be able to tell. But no, it just I mean I would just stop listening.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, you know, like
That's
that's
super
just
fair.
like I would
Yeah.
stop listening. I wouldn't listen to artists. Like when you showed me that shit, I immediately when you sent me that link, Xander, I immediately was like, oh yeah, like I'm putting this in my not interested.
Was it like pop music that you like? Obviously, like I haven't heard it.
It's like Xander you could probably like, you know what I'm saying.
Well, here, break real quick. Jackie needs me to bring her phone. Here, DJ, if you want to send them the link real quick while I handle this, and you guys can
I'm not
kind
gonna
of
pull
give
it
it a
up
listen
while
real
we're
quick.
recording. I can't. Like I can only listen three-quarters
Yeah,
of the
just-
way with maximum capacity. I
Okay.
can't listen to
Well,
a song.
Why don't you
and
just go, DJ? Let me ask you
Go on.
this. Yeah. Let the secondary host handle this. Okay, DJ, when you mentioned earlier that like when you hear an AI song, you can just like feel the like soullessness of it, right?
Yeah.
Like what do you think? Is there anything specific that speaks to that soullessness to you right away? What do you feel like is the first thing that rings to you that's like a red flag alarm bell? That's like, oh yeah, no, this doesn't feel right.
Just like the quality of it,
Okay.
like the audio quality
Sure.
isn't right. And you can like straight up tell like if it was like an AI video or something, you can always tell it's like just off the audio quality alone. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Well, and even like
Um,
that too, like the actual like video edit, like the material.
yeah. If you're on Spotify, they have their little video thing. I'm like, yeah, this is AI, bro.
Yeah. And you see the stupid like a crow flying between like tree branches and the camera's
it's
doing
the
like
most
this
it's the
shit.
most fucking uninspired, edgy bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Have you heard a lot of like we've talked a lot about AI bands. Do you feel like you've run into a lot of AI like pop or like rap? Have you run it? It's not on my algorithm, so I don't.
It's I don't run into it because I actually listen to good music. But there was like whenever
Wow.
I don't know when, but it was on TikTok. Like someone made a beat and it had Drake on, like Drake was rapping on it, but immediately someone was like, "Nah, this doesn't sound like Drake bars right now. This doesn't sound like." And they found out that beat and Drake rapping over it was AI voiceover. Like he would provide the lyrics, but it was Drake AI voiced over him. So
Yeah.
like it sounded like a Drake unreleased song. And he got like pretty popular off of it. I think that's the only song he's made up more songs, but that's the only song that he ever got attention for. I think it was like probably like near like I don't know if it was during the beef or not. It's either before or during the beef that he popped that song out. And Drake himself used AI in the song. So he AI'd I think
That's
Tupac
shocking there.
or Michael Jackson in a song.
Hmm.
You guys heard of that song, right?
I don't
No.
think so. No,
What?
I'm wondering.
That was like the biggest thing. That was like
Yeah, no,
he's,
that went right through me. I wonder what the licensing problems are with that.
apparently he got permission from the Michael Jackson's estate. I'm pretty sure.
Man. Oh yeah. I mean,
Or
I
Tupac's
guess.
estate. I don't know.
Oh my
I
God.
can't remember what it was. Let me see. Drake AI song.
Drake. Drake. Soulja Boy was the fucking most for that. Drake. But to be like,
Also, screw you guys for bringing up Sleep Token because now I'm on a Sleep Token kick.
yeah, no, that was bound to happen. That was
It's
bound
Dude,
to
It's
not
been
my
a
favorite
while
thing
since
about
I-
Sleep
since I
Token
listened to
is the memes trashing that band.
Yeah. I knew he was gonna
Oh,
say that. I knew he was gonna say that.
It is
Yeah.
immensely easy to poop on that
is.
He
community.
It
did.
is,
I'm
yeah.
like,
They invited upon themselves.
whenever the we are Charlie Kirk, whenever someone put that up, they're like, this is what Sleep Token sounds like. I was like, oh, that's really funny.
That was crazy shit. Also, like, no, I'm not. I'm not.
That kind of that hurts. That hurts. Anyway, thank you.
It hurts because it's kind of true. It's kind of true.
It's almost true.
Alright,
It's a little. It's a different though. You know what I mean? It's different.
And
Anyways.
thank you, Quartermaster Ernell. I'm going to return to the helm here.
You're welcome.
So, we've talked a lot about AI music and how it's flooding these streaming platforms, and we don't like
Which
it.
is funny because I don't run into it ever.
Ever.
Luckily, it's getting there though. It's from here. Let me pull up.
Here's the thing, though.
The stats.
I fucking will be honest. I very, very rarely take music suggestions from Spotify. Almost fucking never.
Same.
I find my stuff so many other places. I find a lot of it on TikTok, but I'm also not the fucking dude who goes and literally just clicks on the bottom and then hits add to liked when I find something on Spotify. I click into the profile and then I research the artist, scroll multiple fucking rows to make sure there's actual people involved, and then and only then do they get a like and or a follow.
See, most of where I find AI music is actually on TikTok. Like,
Which is so funny because
Yeah,
and
it's
maybe
on
that's just my
TikTok.
maybe my algorithm's just really tailored away from it. But like I find a lot of
like,
indie music there.
any like 60s or like 50s remix of a song.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
AI.
Yeah,
That's
almost
AI.
always. Which is funny because
Yes.
like I don't even have like a particular. I know what you're talking about, but I don't have a particular instance where that has showed up on my algorithm.
Yeah. Honestly, Spotify's been really good at not giving me AI
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean,
I've never had one.
I've
Spotify's
listened to
been
AI
better about
music. Like I have listened to AI music, and I have shared AI music, thinking it was funny. Like I have, like that obscurest vinyl bullshit. The song I glued my balls to my butthole. Like that, in my opinion, is what AI music should be at its like epitome.
Yeah,
Is stupid, nonsensical shit like that. Like, and even then, that is still not as good as Weird Al Yankovic.
that's true.
It lacks the.
That's
It
true.
lacks. It still lacks.
Yeah. And I will say I did go down the rabbit hole of the soul covers of rock and metal songs. There's just something about.
I don't even know what those are.
Yeah, like
I'll send you a link. There's a
during
soul
the
cover
Drake
of Rage Against the
Kendrick
Machine.
beef, the BBL Drizzy, that was AI. That was 1,000% AI. That was
Oh,
AI.
absolutely, it was. Yeah.
So yeah, here Here, I found it here. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
from
I
this
remember that
is a
trip.
stat from the Guardian. But it's an estimated 25 to 28% of music uploaded to streaming platforms is fully AI generated.
And that, which I believe that number because it's easy for people to produce.
Can
Yeah.
I actually bring
It's
up
easy to produce and mass produce.
a secondary problem to this too, out of a personal experience? So we had a point
Yeah.
early last year where Driftaway, my band, you guys can find us on Driftaway band everywhere you listen to music.
Boyband.com.
We
Go
had
listen. It's good stuff.
we had some profile that kept uploading music under our name, and we had to keep sending out takedowns because of it. It was like 2 albums.
I've been
like
seeing that a
full-length
lot, dude.
Albums worth of AI generated yoga music under the name Driftaway, and it was like
Christ.
Dude,
That's
I've been seeing that a lot with a lot of
Yeah.
other bands. Like
That sounds like a copyright and just that sounds like
Era.
a legal nightmare.
yeah.
Era had that.
They did,
Era
yeah,
had that big not too long ago.
But someone put out a song as Era that sounded like Era, and that's like the bigger problem, like under this like umbrella too, is that
It's like deep faking almost.
it exactly. It's like there's a secondary issue where like not just do we have to worry about like AI music like pulling audiences and stuff like that, like that's a whole other conversation to be had here, but like now we got to worry about like people actually releasing music as that artist. Like what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
Like DJ was mentioning,
Yeah,
like
'cause-
someone had put out a Drake thing saying it was an unreleased Drake song, and everybody went fucking swarming to it. And like obviously, it's gonna be easy to like pinpoint right away, like what the fuck, this isn't that at all, right? Like that's super not okay. But one day, it could be not easy to pinpoint. It could be really
That's the
easy,
fear.
in theory, for someone to hack or take over someone's fucking account on Spotify, move all of their IPAs over to a different artist name, and completely take over that artist name. And now they're suddenly making all the money off of that. And there's no laws in place that says they can't.
Nope.
None. And I
Which
hope there will be
I'm
soon,
glad-
but there's none right now.
I'm glad you say that, because that actually perfectly leads into the last question I have here for us is
Sure.
what should streaming platforms be doing in regards to AI music on their platforms? I want to see whoever's chomping at the bit.
It shouldn't be on there.
It shouldn't be on
Shouldn't
there.
be-
It shouldn't be on there.
Completely
I think
banned is what we're hearing.
I think
Yes,
that
completely
that
banned.
it is yeah, period. It just needs
It's
to not
revenue
be on
taken
there.
from real artists. At the end of the day, it's revenue taken
Yeah.
from real artists.
I normally wouldn't have that gusto, because you could argue that like there's some artists that come out that sound really, really similar to that artist, and you could say that like maybe they're pulling like artists away from them. There's enough listeners for musicians and artists to like share. That's not the point we're making here. It's that there is a real world reality in which artists and musicians and all of us folk that are like within the creative realm could potentially have our work not just stolen, but like hijacked. And the longer it takes for these platforms to like instill some kind of just like straight up harsh punishment for these people to realize how big of a fucking gooner loser they fucking are, like it's just gonna get worse. They have to do something drastic, and if that means banning
Well, I mean, at
all
some
of
point,
it,
we're looking at fraud, right? Like we're getting into fraud territory, right? Right?
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
It's
wait,
fraudulent
before we
waters.
get on real quick, DJ, I want to hear about. Are you on the ban train as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's no place for it. You can make an argument about like AI in I mean, you can't make any argument about generative AI, period. But what I'm saying is that people use AI tools, like you say with gaming, right? People use AI tools, and that's fine. But to generate full songs from a fucking prompt, I think that's just.
Yeah.
I think that's just.
Well, I mean, if we go
dumb.
back to what Garrick said earlier, by the fact that AI is here to stay, and it's all about adapting to it. How do we adapt to that? What if AI music's probably going to stay as well? So how
Yeah,
do
I
we adapt?
mean, just ignore it, bro.
So do we ban?
Like
Do we
Spotify
provide
barely
a
gives you
platform
like.
for that? Should there be like a separate
I was
speaking
speaking.
for AI
Okay.
music?
My fault, guy. My fault, man. I lost my train of thought because you just spoke
Oh,
in
sorry.
the middle of me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was like, what question am I answering? Like right now, where are we at? Which question am I answering first?
What question is this, Xander? Give him the question.
Let's back it up. Let's back it up. So, what should streaming platforms be doing in regards to AI music? So, we did decide. You decided banning is your answer, right?
Yes. Because I mean, banning is the answer. We're probably not going to get it. And to answer your second question, how do we adapt? We just don't listen to it, bro. Like Spotify gives you like literally pennies on a fucking dollar, like literally less than pennies on a dollar for like one
Fractions of a
stream.
penny.
They're
Yeah.
not. Yeah, like these AI artists are probably just making like at most fucking $500. I don't know. Maybe that's enough for them, but
that's
like,
per song though. If they breaks enough walls, like that's a thing. It's like I know a couple of guys in a couple of different bands. I don't want to name drop them. One because I don't remember his name, but what I have a couple friends in a couple bands that because they get so many routine listens on Spotify, they are able to make a livable wage off of their music. It's hard. Mm-hmm. It's really, really fucking hard.
You have to get far.
But it takes repetition, right? And so if one fuckface puts out one AI bullshit slop fest and that gets 10 million listens, that's still like $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Right? A month. That's one song. You know, like they do another song and that gains almost as much traction because it's never as much as the first one, right? Because almost as much traction. That's still $500 a month, and they do another one and another one. It's such a bummer, dude. They can actually make money off of this shit because they do it enough. You know what I mean? Because they're like there's some people that do music libraries, for example, like DMCA free, like music libraries and stuff. Those people do make money off of that because they get so many people that listen to it every day, play it on their streams, play it on their YouTube videos and stuff like that.
And in the background for offices or something like that.
Yeah.
Depending on what vibe it is.
So
but this is actually music made by people who are actually creating this for that purpose.
Right.
Not just someone who's like sitting there just like make a song sound like this. Enter.
But AI can, my point being is that AI can make money off of it. And it's only just one step away. So to Garrick and DJ's points, fucking ban the fuckers. We have things that can detect AI in music. It's not like it's like
it's not an impossible thing. Like we have things like, and honestly, like maybe like I am sure that there is someone out there who has the capability to figure out a way to insert something into like a DAW, right? So that when an AI tries to read that MP4, it's all fucking scrambled up. Right, and that it can't pull from that because it
just
can't
take the MP4, throw it into
it. Right, it can't listen to it, quote unquote, to be able to analyze that in any sort of meaningful way. I think like us adapting to it in that manner, as well as just outright like this is not acceptable on our platforms where we want actual music. then like it's the only way.
DJ,
Uh-huh.
I have a question for you, really quick.
What's up,
Do you feel that AI could ever potentially be a problem in like the big leagues of the music industry? Like, I'm not talking like our niche ass genre of like metal music, but do you think that like eventually at some point there could be some issue up in like the pop rap world that AI could finagle?
Already
Like, in a
there.
decade
I literally
from
just- I
now,
literally gave
is
you an example earlier.
Generated artist going to be
Garrick,
half.
Well, see,
of the
I
Super
actually-
Bowl.
Garrick, DJ, gentlemen, DJ. I ask you this question.
Yeah. There's already it's already happened. We've already seen it with the AI stuff. We already seen it with Drake, one of the biggest pop artists out there, using AI or in some way, you know what I'm saying? So and we saw it like during the Kendrick beat, Metro Boomin with the BBL. That was an entire AI song. That guy got popular off of that AI song.
Fuck, that's right.
Um,
Yeah.
Like I said, it's already happened.
Mhm.
The
It's
thing
occurred.
is, like, the thing with AI in all the mediums that it's permeating through is that we don't have to interact with it. Like, genuinely, like, we'll just listen to better music, listen to listen to our niches. Like, we know what's authentic, we know what is real, so like we just listen to the music that is real. Play the video games that aren't using AI, watching the movies that aren't using AI generated. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think music is better because music has its roots in a lot of there's the underground, there's indie, there's, you know what I'm saying, like there's so many genres you can go through. You can listen to so much music and not hit any AI, like, at all, ever. And it's harder to replicate sounds because the AIs are not like trained to know what the fuck like a mixed and mastered perfectly track is supposed to be, because they're few and far in between. They're pulling from fucking motherfuckers making shit in GarageBand, you know, motherfuckers making shit in fucking Bandcamp on their phone. You know what I mean? Like, they're pulling from people who are doing vocals off of the old iPhone fucking wired earbuds. You know what I'm saying?
And every single producer has their own signature tone and style that they use. Producers are actually, now that producers are just as integral to the music making process as the musicians themselves.
Yeah.
They are the vetters of your shitty fucking pre-pro. Like, they are, right? Because let's be honest, there are many artists, probably many of your most popular, the tippity top of the artists. Some of their best songs have not been written by them.
Yep.
Like, there is a fucking I think the prime example of this to me is the song Tainted Love. Do you know who wrote that song? It wasn't
Go,
her.
Garrick.
Beyonce. Okay.
It was fucking Jesse McCartney.
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
Jesse McCartney wrote Tainted Love. He co-wrote that song. He didn't sing a single bar when it got recorded.
Yeah.
And that was literally one of the top selling, like top producing songs of the decade. Not even just its year. Like, people who like art is an all-encompassing project. It is never a one-man, one-person interaction. Like, almost never. There are some music producers that have almost zero actual playing talent, but have the ears of the gods. in the technical know-how of Frankenstein and can literally do things that you've never even imagined, right? I have known producers that literally you can be like, all right, I need you to do this, and it's gonna sound like, and they got you, and they fucking pick the bass off the rack, and then they play what you just did with your mouth verbatim. An AI could never.
Rick Rubin, man. Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin's the goat. He can do all that shit like the back of his hand.
Exactly. Like you think an AI is ever gonna fucking replicate Rick Rubin? No way.
No fucking shot, dude. No shot.
So, gentlemen, any closing remarks regarding AI music? DJ, let's start with you.
AI music bad, man.
All right, Ernell.
Yeah, man.
Good old thumbs down strawberries.
It fucking sucks, dude. It fucking sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, I put in years and years of my fucking life learning how to make, write, and enjoy music in the way that I do, and for other people to do the same for the music that I create. And I hope at the end of the day, the only thing I can wish for is that they decide to listen to my music instead of some bullshit fake band on TikTok. And if you are interested, you can find that at Driftaway Band everywhere.
Do it. It's good. Garrick.
It's all right. We suck.
How dare you make a simulacrum and call it the original?
Damn, son.
True.
Where'd you find this?
True.
Well, there you have it. All of you guys, be authentic and boycott generative AI, because this has been the Shipwreck. God, calm down. It's just a leg. This has been the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, various members of the GK crew gather together to discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas have thrown our way like generative AI. It sucks. Don't forget, you can join the GK community over on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below. And if you want more, follow and subscribe to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. We have to set sail, everyone. But until next time, yeah.
Until the next
fuck ice.
Generative AI, dude. Fuck ice.
Ice, fuck AI, fuck ice AI, man.
Fuck ICEAI. Fuck it.
AIAC.
AICE.
AIC. AI.
AIC.
All right, we're good. Cut.